I think I heard that more people will join. Uh, shall we start the class? How many were there in the previous class? Can anyone respond?
I think in previous class, 60 to 17 members are there, sir.
62. 16 to 17?
16, sir.
1 6. Okay, that's fine. Then I think we have good number. I think I can
Yes,
start.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I hope everyone have their materials with you. Uh, I'll, I'll just show you that. I'll share my screen and I'll show you. So you have a power cut problem here. Otherwise, I would open my video. Um, I think there will be some here and there, some lagging will be there. If just try to bear with me, I'll try to manage that. Okay, the subject name that we are going to deal is about the quantitative analysis, quants, right? And this is one of the problematic subject. Problematic means in the sense the problems will be there in that. We need to learn few things, and there is a theoretical part as well in that. And the subject name is quantitative analysis for research. Okay, and okay, let me share my screen and I'll just explain the subject to you. Okay, I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, it's visible, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
it would be.
Okay. Right. PG Diploma in Financial Management. You are in the semester one. I hope you are all in the semester one. And the subject name is Quantitative Analysis for the Research. So, this generally, the word, if you take the word research, means searching again. The word meaning is that searching again, maybe what is already existing in that, and we need to give some meaningful answers to that, or to find out some good solutions out of it, or to find out something beauty what is there in that, right? People will do research for different uh, what should I say, different ways, and they will do the research in different ways, and they will do the research for different purposes. Right now, now a lot of elections are now going on, right, here and there, and today almost like for different states those elections are over. So I think they are calling it as in phase 3 or phase 2, whatever. Now I think a lot of predictions has people are giving, a lot of TV channels and their researchers. So after doing a lot of research, and then after doing different analysis, I'm using the word again, another word called analysis, right? When they gather some data from the people through different ways, they will gather the data. That also we will see. When we want to do a research, we require a data. And I say now who will win in the elections, right? I'm not using any political party name here. I'm just giving examples. So let us say XYZ party. Who will win? And as let's say you're all people are studying this PG diploma in financial management, and maybe like you're in a place, someone asks you who will win, sir. Let us say we have Shiva Sai, Sirisha, and Santosh Kumar. These few names are little visible to me in my screen. If I ask you that question, you will say, sir, X party will win, right? And if I ask why, if I ask Shivasai again or Sirisha, she will say, sir, Jet party will win. Okay, and Santosh Kumar is there. If I ask Santosh Kumar will say, no, sir, not X, not Jet, Y party will win. Okay, then on what basis you are telling? And he will say, like, sir, this is the my personal analysis. Oh, he's using the word called analysis here. Analysis. How you did that analysis? If I ask that question, sir, I have some information. Okay, you have some information from where? And again, I will ask the question. Sir, I have few friends. Let us say in my area or in my street, I have 20 people. I asked 20 people, and out of 20 people, more than 15 people said like some X party will win. Oh, that's great. And now, if I ask, sir, out of 20 people, only 15 said yes. What about the remaining five people? They said no. Okay. Then, if I ask, what is the percentage of the people who are saying that X party will win? Right? 15 out of 20, what percentage it is? Almost like 75%. Right? See, if you observe all this example, I use the different people. I said like I asked three people. Shivasai said X party will win. Sirisha said Z party will win. Santosh said Y party will win. And they gave different answers. Shivasai said, sir, X party will win. Now I asked that. I discussed with 20 people out of 20 people. I'm just using small number here, right? I gathered some information from almost like some people will say, no, whenever, have you observed anybody like these days in the YouTube channels, they're posting a question there. Anybody observe that? Which party will
Yes,
win?
sir.
They
Poll,
will
just
give
like
you
a poll.
options. Yeah, there will be a,
It's like a
yes.
survey or feedback.
Yes, kind of a feedback or this. You need to opt for that. And in that option, let us say his conclusion is this X party will win. Then definitely you will see, sir, how many people polled for this question. That means how many people answered to that question. Let us say if it is some 1,000 people, oh, somehow good. If in some channel gathered information, like if 1 lakh people answered to that question, if 1 lakh people answered to that question, out of 1 lakh people, how many said yes, how many people said no? That is another thing, right? If you observe another channel, let us say 2 lakh people answered. Oh, good weightage will be there. 5 lakhs people answered, and 20 lakhs people answer. See, what I'm talking is this is called the sample size that I will take. Out of 140 crore of people, out of 140 crore, let us leave that 140 crore, let us say in Telangana. Let us assume that we have 1 crore of people, right? Out of 1 crore, 20 lakh people voted. See, what is the sample size? 20% of the overall sample. Why I'm giving this example means analysis has a lot of weightage. Out of this 20 lakh people, or let us say I will take 100 as an example for us to understand. 30 people said some X party will win. 40 people said them this what, and remaining 30 said some Z party will win. What I will conclude that, okay, out of 100%, 30 people said this, again 30 people said that, 40%, 40 people said Z, something like that. Based on that, I am doing some analysis. Again, let us go into the deep again. Out of 100, 40 people said Z party will win. Let us say, among 40 people, let us say, who are these people? Again, I said, these all, sir, all these 40 people out of 100 are mostly from the rural background. They said, like, oh, rural people, last out of 100, 40 people said yes, means again this 40, because out of 100, 40 people are from rural. If you give the analysis to some party or something, sir, you know that, sir, rural people are more, positive towards this Z party or X party, so on. So this is called the analysis. This is called the analysis, right? We have to send a questionnaire, or we need to ask a question and gather the information. Based on the information that you gather, you will do some analysis on that. Analysis means, I just gave very simple example by taking 100 as an example. If you take some 20,000 people, if you take some 100 as a sample, 200 as a sample, right, 1,000 as a sample, if you take more than 300, see, the more the sample, the weightage will be there, but again, in that sample who's it. So I'm just giving the example overview how this will be useful for you. And in this, lot of things that you are going to learn in that analysis part. When you do the deeper analysis, the more the reliable answer that you can give to the question that you ask. Research is, you will start with a question, or you will start with an hypothesis, and from the hypothesis you will draw some gather the information. Based on that, you will do the analysis. What is the word quantitative? What is the difference between quantitative and qualitative? What is quality and what is quantity? Can anyone answer? What is quantity here?
Quantity means numbers.
Wonderful.
Qual,
Thank you.
qual,
Yes. Quantity means
qual,
what? Quality means?
quality means what? It's a,
No, let us say I
it's
said
about
qualitative data, I said.
quality means
Quantitative and qualitative. Both are different. See, the simple words, quantitative, when we are talking about the quantitative, as I said, we will convert it into the numbers. Qualitative means it is a kind of a statement
feel,
kind of things. Yeah.
feel, like,
Yeah, statements. Let us say whether Shravana is good or not. Your name is Shravana, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, Shravana is it. Shravana is good or not? Is it a qualitative question or quantitative question?
Qualitative question.
Qualitative question. If I want to convert this into the quantitative question, how you will convert it?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, how much percentage? Uh,
Okay, okay. Based on
uh,
the
Number.
care.
Yes, this word I will convert into the number. Right, let us say among how many people joined here, almost like 24 people minus me and technical person and Radhakrishna sir. Let us say 20 people are there. Among 20 people who, whether this class, let us say semester one class, I hope so, and this class is good class or bad class. Let us say, I mean to say good and bad means in terms of academics. Let us say how I will take that. I have to convert, I have to take the numbers. Let us say I have to take your marks percentage. And again, I need to do some analysis on that. Based on the analysis, I will apply some kind of techniques on that. And on the techniques, I will get some result on that. And let us say all your average marks is, let us say, like 40 to 50%. Then I said, like, half of the class is good. How? I started with the qualitative question. I converted that qualitative question into the number quantity in terms of taking the marks. And I got some conclusion in quantity. And again, I am converting this quantity into the qualitative and I am concluding it. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Are you understanding? Have you understood this? Shravana.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let's go into the syllabus. Just what we are going to do in this all evening classes. I will show you a few things. Yeah. First thing is that here we need to understand the basic mathematics for management. The block one that we have few classes like 10 to 12 classes that is scheduled for your class. This we will try to, I need to finish all these 18 this 18 units quickly, and I'll try to finish all the things I need to finish, of course. Excuse me. And I'll try to take one or two unit is in one class. Maybe like we'll start with the unit one today, and then we'll try to go on and on. See, if you observe this, all blocks, 5 blocks. We have in the 5 blocks, each block has four, and some blocks it has 3 units, 3 and 4 units. The first one is like they have given this basic mathematics for management. Uh, right? You see, you're all doing the PG diploma and management, and you should know this management. And when you're thinking, sir, why I should learn about this mathematics and quantity and numbers and this, right? And research and this, of course, uh, management is also a field where you need to do the research, where you can draw a lot of conclusions out of it, where you can develop the things, where you can apply the things in the nature, right? Management is about the people, managing the people and managing the resources. Management is all about, managing whenever the things are there, resources are there, we will manage. Whenever the limited resources are there, we need to manage, right. And in terms of management, when you're managing the things, definitely you require to learn few things, especially about this um, especially this research related things. In that research, we are trying to learn this quantitative analysis. In that first block, it talks about the basic mathematics for management. These are all the mathematics only, where you learned maybe like 10th, 11th, or 12th. This qualitative decision making, functions and progressions, matrix algebra and applications, basic calculus and application. Maybe few of you might afraid, sir, I don't like maths. That is why I have taken diploma. You are going to try this maths. Don't worry. It's a simple mathematics. But in the, I mean, like third and fourth unit, you will see some tough things only. Tough things in the sense like maybe new things or the forgotten facts, old facts. I'm going to remind you, right? And in the second block, real research will start. How to do the research, right? In that basics and process, how to do the research, that is in the unit 5. And in the unit 6, we will see the data collection, how to collect the data, what are the types of data collection methods. And next one is that we are going to the analysis part. In that analysis part, we are going to learn about this measures of central tendency that I will explain. And after that, in that measure, there will be variations, and there will be we're going to learn about the skewness. And in the block 3, relational analysis and the estimation. This is like when there are 2 or 3 variables, how to do the analysis. Relational, one variable to the another variable, whether it is correlated or not, how it is do that, and all this. We are going to the deep analysis technique. These are the, in other words, these are the tools to do the analysis part. These are the tools that you are going to use that. See, for example, I said like 50% of the students are good. I said like, which tool you used? I just use simple, the mean average, right? I said I did the average, and I did some the 50%. So simple mathematics I applied there, and I have given this like that. This is some deep analysis techniques we are going to learn in this, like in that correlation, regression, and the time series. And in the block 4, probability and the distribution. There's a basic things only we are going to learn here. Basic concepts of the probability, discrete probability, and the distribution, continuous probability distributions we are going to learn. And another last important thing is that hypothesis testing, right? In that, how to take the sample, how to do the hypothesis testing procedure, and what are the tests that we have to for the hypothesis. And last unit, it talks about the interpretation of data, how to interpret the data. That means interpretation of the data means how to give the meaning to the data. And finally, after you doing your overall research, the quantitative research, you need to write a report. How to write a report finally, right? These are all going to, we are going to learn on this. We will start straightly, directly we'll go into the overview of the quantitative decision making, right? Let's go into that. If you have the books, you can just follow. I will try, I'm just showing these books because when you're when you're studying from your books, you'll also understand what is there in that, and what kind of things that you are going to do that. See, in this unit 1, quantitative decision making, we are going to understand. See, let me read this. This is important paragraph. It is an important subject for knowledge, and it enhances the reasoning, problem solving skills, and thinking ability of the individuals, which are widely required in forecasting the trends in the business. Right? Why we require this mathematics? If I ask that question, of course, we require this mathematics for what? Of course, we require the knowledge. And another very, very important aspect of this is that it will increase your reasoning and problem solving skills. It will increase, right? And here, it will also increase problem solving skills. Wherein there is a problem, how to get a solution? By doing some research, and by doing some research, by applying some appropriate tools on then the research, and then you will skills into that. And it will also help you to increase the ability in your thinking. And see, when you are trying to get the information, when you are doing some analysis part, that is why when you are writing any entrance exams or competitive exam, they'll try to check these skills, analytical skills, how far you can solve the problems, right? How far you can, easily do some that reasoning and arithmetic and all the things, right? And which are widely required for, very important is that forecasting the trends in the business today. Unless you if you can't forecast what is going to happen in the future, you cannot plan today. So we are planning for the future growth. In other words, you are planning for the reaching your vision in the future. When you don't know how it will be, or when you don't know how the things will be after 1 year or 2 years or 5 years, today if I am buying a building or if I am buying a land, you're forecasting that maybe in 2 years this land value will increase. How? Based on the trends that is there in that, based on the problems, that the skills that you earn. And this financial mathematics and business mathematics are two important branches of mathematics in today's world, and these are direct application of mathematics in business and economics, right? And the first block that we are seeing here, the first one is the quantitative decision. What we are going to learn in this, the meaning of quantitative techniques along with this classification, definition of the statistics, its concepts, limitations, and application. And it will also help you to understand the various types of computer software used for statistics in practice. Okay. And unit 2, it talks about the functions. It's about the types of what are the functions are there, and representation of the various business situation in terms of functions, and determining the solution, which in turn facilitate the business decision making. And it is also help you to understand the series and arithmetic and geometrical progression, what you learned in your 10th intermediate. Again, we are going to learn. And matrix algebra and application also, that key theories of matrix and representation of data occurring in the business, how you will represent the data. That is also very important in form of matrices and algebra. And it is also talks about linear equation, how to, from the linear equation, how to form a matrix, and how to determine the solution, and how to get the various trending applications of the matrix. And calculation application, it is also talks about differential calculation, its types, and also various costs and revenue functions of the company. See, these are all we are trying to apply in the company. Don't think that we are just learning the mathematics for the sake of learning something in this subject. All these methods, what we are going to learn is relating to the business, where we are going to apply in the real business world. And where this calculus and things will be applied, definitely in the business, where if we see this word, various costs and revenue functions of the companies, it is determining using the applications of different calculus, right? And this is also concluded by explaining the methods of determination maxima and minima for business functions and then managerial application. When we go to the unit, you will understand what we are going to learn. Let us see this. Yeah, quickly, we'll go into this, the unit 1. See, I'll go little fast. Wherever you require some understanding, more understanding, I will pause and explain, and I will take some, if you have any questions, maybe like we can see at the end if we get some time. See this, if you understand this first line, not going to take all these things. These managerial activities have become complex. Why? Why it is complex means, of course, the business world is complex, and it is necessary to make right decision to avoid heavy losses. This is very, very important. When you are making a decision, you are making a decision to gain the profit, or to gain, or to be in the advantage side. You want some advantage by doing this. For that, definitely you have to take a right decision, right? Either it is any kind of sector, either it is manufacturing, service, anywhere, definitely you require these things, right? In that also we'll see that. Now let's go into that, what kind of scope that we have. Now let us go this evolution, how it is evolved. Just one line, I will just see that. 1900s, early 1900s, F.W. Taylor, as you need to remember few important people when you are studying the management. And this FW Taylor developed the scientific management principle, which is help you to understand the managerial problems later. And these techniques has a lot of things actually. And when we go to the things like actually when you have the less resources generally, this is another also important thing we will study. If you go to and study the operation research or quantitative analysis statistics that they are using, they will find this word World War II. The reason is that they have the less resources. Let us say, for your understanding, I'm telling, they have less bombs and there are more area to go and target and put them. They have less people to fight, but there is outside enemies more. They have less arms with them like guns and bombs and other equipments. Less equipment is there, and how to win the war. If you see the history of this operation research and this, definitely you'll find a very interesting facts. Generally these kind of techniques what we are going to study and what we are studying today, all these techniques are arised when there is a severe problem in the society. One of the severe problem, one of the severe problem one of the severe problem is that they have less resources and they required more uh, and they required less resources and more target or more business to do. Especially in the World War II, you know that when we have the less resources, when we want to win the war or when we want to get the good advantage, definitely you should think about how to utilize them, right? What is less resources? I have less things, but more. Let us say, for example, in the management, you have only 20 people to work in your organization, but there is a lot of work is there. What you will do as a manager? As a manager, what you will do? Yes, hello. Are you all there? We will for some recruitment. No, you're a HR. If you keep on recruiting, uh, where I will invest the money? I have less people. I have given Bharat is there. You're a HR. I have given you 20 people. Just
We
I
can
asking you to your yes, ma.
we can
Hmm. Yes, Shravan, can you speak
make
little
them
louder?
to work for overtime, and we can make them to work for 1 or 2 more hours to get the work done, and we can make the pay, whatever the
Yeah.
pay we are making this, that we can do, right?
Yes. See, that is the thing. It is like managing. Say, for example, if you have 100 people to work and this, I don't require a manager to do the work. I will give the assigned small parts of the work to them. And this, of course, we want a quantitative result out of it. But the thing is that generally this is how it will work, right? You have the less resources, then only. Now, let us say I have less resources and the company will expect you to give more output. How you should manage it? How you will manage? Maybe division of work or however you do, and you should use all your skills there. Even in the World War II, also this happened. They have less things and how to utilize optimally. Again, I'm repeating the
Simply,
word. Utilize
simply we
optimally.
simply we can say people management. If I'm not
Yes.
wrong,
What, ma? Shravan?
people management.
Yes, people management. Say, actually, people management or personal management, they called it as that the term that they use, they call it as a personal management. And now in the HR field, in the evolution, if you see the evolution there, then slowly it evolved as in human resource management. They stopped calling them as people. In the personal management, they treated them as missions. Like, okay, I'm giving Shravan Kumar some 1,000 rupees per day. Let me use him. No, of course, the thinking will be there, but the thing is that I am looking Shravan Kumar as my resource, not as a mission there. That is why from personal management, now we are people management. We are now came to this world called HR, human resource management. What is HR? Again, I'm just giving example. What is HR? Human, the skills and the abilities that Shravan Kumar has. It is not the person. If it is a person, if it is a people, that's a different story. Of course, like I can't use the person as a mission, but I need to, who is Shravan Kumar to my company is his skills and the abilities and the competency that he has. I need to utilize them. Okay. Why I'm using this means I have less resources, how to maximize to utilize them. Okay. Right. That is the main concept there. That is why all these methods came into the things. Let us say I have 10 kgs of raw material. I have two people to work. I have one mission to run. How many products I can produce out of this material? Again, question. How many maximum products you can produce out of these three resources that you have? You have limited resources, 10 kgs of raw material, two people to work, one machine to run. See, all these things are important. That is why this is it has grown from there, and now it is evolved into the field. And now this quantitative techniques was evidently step growth into the application. They are using into the decision making in the fields of engineering, in the management. At present, wherever the manufacturing concern, service industry is there, they are all using these techniques. Now, if you see the scope, in all the areas people are using, up to what extent this subject is evolved, quantitative techniques, finance and accounting, in marketing management, I'm not getting into the details, in production and operation, personal management or people management, as you mentioned, general management, in all these areas they are using these things. Now there are three types of things, classification of quantitative techniques. One is mathematical quantitative techniques, and statistical quantitative techniques, and programming quantitative techniques. In the mathematical quantitative techniques, it is the data which is used along with the principles of mathematics. They use the principles of the mathematics, and in that quantitative techniques they will use that. For example, permutations and the combination. What is permutations? Arrangement of the objectives in a definite order. What is combination? Selection or grouping objects without considering this order, right? And set theory, maybe you can go back to your 10th class, ninth class, 8th class and think about these things. Sets, various types of critical problem, it is used there. Matrix algebra, of course we are going to study few things in the next coming units, right? This matrix is an orderly arrangement of certain given numbers or symbols in rows and columns, and applying the quantitative methods there. Is it mine or yours? Next one. Determinants is a powerful device developed for the over the matrix algebra. Next one, determinant. This is another method. Differentiation. So I'm just going this because this is the things what I'm not going to explain what is differentiation, what is integration, and this. These are already you learned in intermediate. I hope everyone completed your intermediate. Just go back. We are not understanding what is this, but what comes under the things, I'm just there giving the examples. Right? Integration, statistical. Now coming to this statistical control tech, this is what we are focusing here actually in your these things. In that collection of data, in how to collect the data, the central tendency, dispersion, skewness, and the source. These are all the methods analysis thing. Correlation and regression analysis, right? And if there are two variables, two or more variables there, how relationship is there, unemployment is there, and what is another thing I can say? The GDP. Let us say how is the GDP and how it is related to that. Let us say now petrol prices and the cost of the cars. If petrol prices are increasing, whether the costs of the cars are increasing or not. Variable, understanding this. Index numbers, right? In the price, production, etc. over a period of time, how this economical considerations are there. Time series analysis, in the time series analysis or a period of time, how these patterns are moving. Interpolation and exploration, it is also understanding that some assumptions, right, and which range it will be there. Now statistical quality control, again this is again we are going to understand in that in this there are some tools under that. They are people. These statistical quality control, they are mostly used in the management, operations management and techniques, ratio analysis for the financial statements, probability theory, testing of the hypothesis, programming. See, these are all the things comes under the statistical qualitative technique. Most of our unit, I mean, the units which we have in this subject are mostly about the statistical quantitative techniques. There are few here and there, the mathematical quantitative techniques. Next, programming techniques. This programming techniques also called as an operation research technique (OR). Maybe for you, maybe in the second or third semester, there will be subject on OR, operation research techniques, and maybe for MBA students also it is there. In that linear programming, LPP, queuing theory, right? How to solve the issues in the queues, right? Literal queue I'm talking about. Game theory, right? And decision theories, inventory theories or inventory techniques, networking program. In that we have two things: PERT and CPM. Simulation, testing a model instead of taking into the real time things, they will resemble the things. Like for example, pilot training is there. If I take you directly to the flight, and if you ask you to, okay, try here, both the pilot and who is learning, both will fall down. They will first take to the simulation things, and they will try to show this is how the reality will be there, but it is not a reality. Simulation, like testing of the things, like if I apply these methods, if I put these number, how it will. Next one is the replacement theories, and non-linear programming techniques are there. Sequencing programs are there, like in the jobs. This is all the war. Quadratic programming will be there. Branch and bound techniques will be there. So these are all we don't have in the syllabus, but these are all the things which comes under this. What are the three important things under the quantitative? First one is mathematical quantitative, statistical quantitative techniques, programming quantitative techniques. Generally we don't have this thing in our curriculum, in other words, in our subject that you are learning. What I observe is these two are there: statistical qualitative techniques and mathematical quantitative techniques. Programming quantitative techniques are not given in your syllabus. I mean, here, mostly the second one we are going to learn more: statistical quantitative techniques. Okay, and first in the first module. Now, statistics. Statistica, or maybe from a German word statistica. This means like political state, status, like kind of. Every state administration in the past collected and analyzed the data. The data regarding population gave an idea about the possible military strength, and data regarding the material wealth of a country. See this? And gave an idea about the possible source of finance to the state. We observe this statistics stats, the count or the state actually. Now, based on the statistics, like based on the population, based on the military strength, how much strength I have, and based on the material wealth that you have, people, the strength you have, you will tell the state, the political state of this. For that only you require a count, population, census, right? How much strength you have. Military strength, how many military people, I mean, are there to work for you. How much material you have to count the wealth. See, all these things are related to the state. It will talk about the state of, the country or a place, or see, what is your state, what is your status, kind of, right? And it is done in but John Garner in 17th century, and a lot of history is there again. You can read that. Next one, definitions of the statistics. Some people gave different things. Let us go into that. First one, uh, statistics are numerical facts in any department of inquiry placed in relation to each other. See this. E.L. Bowley. Numerical facts. Facts, right? It is a fact, but you are talking those facts in numerical terms. What is your strength of the country? If I say I have like 1 lakh military people are there, I'm asking about strength. Why you are talking numbers? That is what this qualitative and quantitative comes there in this. Numerical facts, you will talk about the quality aspects. You will convert that and you will talk about that, right? And by statistics, we mean quantitative data affected to a market extended by multiplicity of causes. And few people give different definition. You can go to that. Now, if you come to the characteristics of statistics as data, these are all numerical facts. Please understand that numerical facts. And in order that any set of facts can be called as statistics or data status. Right now, statistics are aggregate of facts. Aggregate. I'm telling, uh, sir, this class is average, sir. What average? Not 100% perfect. Average, right? Aggregate facts, aggregate overall facts that you will give in the figures. Sometimes maybe exact things also will come. Now, statistics are affected to a marked extent by a multiplicity of factors. For example, business or economic phenomena. Sometimes, why business is dull, sir? My status of business is dull. Reason? Sales are decreased. How many sales? Last year, 1,000 products. This year, some 500 products. Right? Factors, different factors will affect the state or the statistical data of the things. Let us say now I'm trying to understand what is the quality of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University. If I ask that question, right? Now let us say some 10 of you out of 25 people said like yes, no, or something like that. Or like average people, let us say this is very good. Few people said good. Again, I need to go into the tape. Who said very good? Who said bad? All these things is factors will affect that because few people received scholarship recently. I'm just giving example. They said very good, sir. What factor is impacting? What factor is impacting there? Because they received that. Are you understanding? It is also depends on the fact. Statistics are either enumerated or estimated with reasonable standard. Statistics collected in systematic manner and treated by purpose. It is capable of being placed in relation to each other. What are the functions? This simplification of complex facts, and there are some complexities there in the facts. You will convert it into the numbers and will simplify the answer. There will be comparison in that. There will be relationship by looking at one and another things, and formulation and testing of the hypothesis will be there. There will be forecasting, and it will also enhance the individual knowledge on particular thing, indicate the trend behavior. What is the trend in that now in the fields of inquiry, and it will also classify the data. And another important thing, it will measure the uncertainty. Sir, it is uncertain. Right. What uncertainty, you will measure it. You can tell that somehow, not, I mean, uncertainty is always uncertainty. Even if you tell any words, uncertain. But average thing, they draw relational conclusion, like how the business and commerce are going together. Now, laws of statistics, you can read this. This is the theoretical part. Divisions. This is another important aspect. Divisions. There are two branches in the statistics. One is descriptive, second one is inferential. What is descriptive statistics? It deals with the presentation and collection of data. This is usually the first part of a statistical analysis, and it is usually not as simple as it sounds. Statistician needs to be aware of designing experiment, choosing the right focus group, avoid biases. Oh, a lot of things you need to do. It is not like, sir, I'm taking, analysis. For example, see, a physicist studying turbulence in the laboratory needs the average quantities that vary over small intervals of time. Right. These physical quantities be averaged from a host of data collection through the experiment. Say, I cannot tell the exact things here. how the data will be presented, how the data will be collected, all the things will be there in the descriptive statistics, right? Now, inferential statistics. It involves drawing the right conclusions from the statistical element. What you did that, you will inference it using the descriptive statistics. In the end, it is the inferences that make studies important, and this aspect is dealt with an inferential statistics, right? More predictions or comes under this inferential statistics. Now, let us say less. If I say that this year I need to produce more ice creams. Hello, how are you telling, sir? Because last time, the same month, the summer reaches like more than 40, 41, like that. Percentage degrees is increased. Now, this year prediction is that it will increase more than 41 or 42. Oh, okay. For that, you should have some data in your hand to predict the things, to draw the conclusions, to draw the right conclusion from the statistical analysis. You will use that inferential analysis. So example is data rigged is an increasing becoming a problem as computers holds loads of information, and it is easy either intentionally or unintentionally to use the wrong inferential methods. When you do that, will go. And this descriptive and inferential will cannot we cannot you know divide them. Both the things will go on. What are the applications? In government they will use, in science and medicine, in psychology, in education, in large companies. Oh, many ways they are using. And again, there is limitations also for everything. These are all true on average. See this, these laws what we are using, right? A single observation is not a statistic. Statistical deal with aggregates only. That is why I'm telling which party will win X, Y, Z. Bharat said X party will. Can I draw a conclusion based on one observation? What Bharat said? No, not absolute. Right? I need to take more sample, more. I need to interview more people, and I should that. Right? And these methods are applicable, and you can read that. What are the softwares that you have? This is one of the more good SPC, good SPSS is a wonderful software, and ASAS, DAP, and Adamsoft, Minitab, Stata, DAP. So I'm not going getting into that. What is SPSS and this? Actually, many of the statistics we can do in Excel. These are all the advanced tools. Of course, SPSS is a old tool, but of course, when compared to the status Excel thing, by using the Excel software, you can do a lot of things what we are doing here. Okay, I don't know whether you have any subject on that. I can also teach that. I mean to say how to use the statistics in Excel. That is another beautiful subject. What are the advantages? You can just go through that. A lot of things are there. And what are the limitations? How this QT quantitative techniques will use in business and management, help lead to decision making for scientific reasons, optimal strategy, proper deployment of resources, minimizing the costs, right? And these are the keywords that we learned. What is quantitative techniques? It is a group of statistical thing. What is statistics? Development or interpretation of the data, a set of principles and methods developed for analysis, interpretation of the data. Please try to give this answer whenever I ask, right? And what is data? Numerical description and data classification, descriptive statistics, inferential. Just we learn the definition of this. Okay, this will stop here, and tomorrow we'll see the functions and the progressions. And I hope all of you know about these things. Just I'll go through the basics, and I'll give some overview about the things what is there in that. I cannot teach in-depth subject here. You need to just work on that. One of the beauty of your Ambedkar is that this material is nice actually. Self-study material. Here we will give try to enlighten what is there in that. When you go into the things, when you go and deeply study it, you will get some good answers out of it. And even the normal people, of course, we should give some insights onto that. After listening to these insights, and once you go through the material, you will understand the things. Okay, this will stop here. Can I stop here?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. I hope you enjoyed the class today. Again, we'll meet tomorrow.
Oh,
Thank
thank you,
you
sir.
and
Okay,
bye.
sir. Thank you, sir.